It's 10:06 a.m. Today is November 5, 2024. Let's start our activity with a prayer and followed by singing of the national anthem. Please all stand.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. All-powerful God, we praise and thank you as we gather once again for the Prebid Conference, Pre-Procurement Conference, and opening of bids for civil works. May we ask you for your blessing and guidance that the activities set for this undertaking may be successful. Open our mind for us to think wisely. Put us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities for the success of the Prebid Conference, Pre-Procurement Conference, and opening of bids for civil works. We ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, bebas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, kita masisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo baka, ay ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang tinamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagdidilim, ang bituin at araw niya kailan mapalik magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng warangit pagsika, mayayangin sa likod. Aming ligaya dapat may mamagin, at namatay lang tayo sa'yo.
You may now take your seats. Good morning once again. In behalf of our back chairman, Engineer Victor Ong, who is on seminar right now, I will be presiding our activity for today. We have three activities for today. We have pre-procurement conference, pre-bid conference, and opening of bids. So, before we start, Mr. Secretary, please ascertain if we have decorum. Do we have electronic submission of bids? Okay, so with that, I call now this meeting to order. TWG, you may now open the bid box and retrieve all those bid tenders. So while we are waiting, let me acknowledge the presence of everyone. On my left, Mr. Back Secretariat, Mike Malvar, Engineer Mike Malvar. And beside him, our HR, Ma'am Edith Marpuri. Good morning, ma'am. And Ma'am Luz Zamora. Good morning. Our head for the DWG, Engineer Attorney Cristina Magalas. Beside him is Engineer Maricel Angolan. On my left, Ma'am Josie Dison and Ma'am Regine Ramos. On my right, IT man, our IT expert, John Carlo Di Barucot, and his alternate, Mr. Frank. And we have also here our guest speakers for the Prebid conference. Architect Angelica May Ramat. Engineer Elmo Bernardo. Engineer Jasper Ryan Silvestre. Engineer Saldi A. Olivares. Engineer Lorraine Granil. Morning. Engineer Ernest Daniel Mamanta. Engineer Jomer Miliado. Oh. Pero ba di natawag? Pipirmahan lang. Mamaya na lang. Also, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the representative of the contractors. For Alphatech Chemical Corporation, we have Rico Vicencio, AC Sullivan Construction, Jenny Domingo, Royal Crown Monarch Construction and Supplies, Arian Jane Alotinto. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Zion Built, Mark Ryan Kajigan, Saint Benecet Construction Corporation, Maria Vida Quirino, Northern Builders, Ted Mardocchio, Himulico Construction Supply, Melinda Avillanosa, BKC2, Eunice Inalves, Person Construction, Kelvin Jake Polar, Great Pacific Builders, Rachel Deholde, Elite General Contractor and Development Corporation, Hazel Ann Antonio, RC Construction and Supply, Marie Chris Toves, RD8 Builders, Edmi Liza Domingo, Lam Asia Builders, Tonya Cale, Slam Jam Construction, Pichi Villanueva. On my left for the presidential table, end user of construction, Idol, Engineer Rene Rosete. On my right, asan si QAS? Wala, lumabas. For sama ka na, Eric Dongka. Good morning. And the Assistant Chief of Maintenance Section, the original, Engineer Alfredo Sevilla. Good morning. And the most, the end user for maintenance, the Chief Maintenance Engineer Renato Martinez. Good morning, sir. And yours truly, Vice Chairman, my name is Engineer Marvin Jimenez. Okay. Okay, while sinabi ko na yan. You can now open the technical envelopes and start sorting out those documents. So moving on, we can start the pre-procurement conference. The bidding document shall be prepared by the procuring entity following the standard forms and manuals prescribed by the GPPB. The bidding document shall include the following. It's approved budget cost, invitation to bid, request for expression of interest, eligibility requirements, instruction to bidders including scope of bid, documents comprising the bid, criteria for eligibility, bid evaluation, methodology criteria in accordance with the Act and post-qualification, as well as the date, time, and place of the pre-bid conference, submission of bids and opening of bids, scope of work where applicable, plans, drawings, and technical specification. Form, amount, and validity period of bid security, form, amount, and validity of performance security and warranty, and form of contract and general and special conditions of contract. To provide prospective bidders ample time to examine the bidding documents and to prepare their respective bids, the concerned BAC shall make the bidding documents available from the time the invitation to bid, request for expression of interest is first advertised, posted until the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Pre-procurement conference prior to the advertisement of the issuance of the invitation to bid, request for expression of interest for each procurement undertaken through and competitive bidding. The BAC through its secretariat shall call for a pre-procurement conference shall attended by the BAC, the secretariat, the bidding documents, and the draft invitation to bid. Request for expression of interest for each procurement. During this conference, the participants led by the BAC shall confirm the description and scope of the contract, the ABC, and contract duration. Ensure that the procurement is in accordance with the PP, MP, and APP. Determine the readiness of the procurement at hand, including among other aspects of the following: availability of appropriation and program budget for contract for the purpose of pre-procurement conference, pending the approval or enactment of the GAA, corporate budget or appropriation ordinances, as the case may be. The certification of availability of funds refers to the amount in the indicative APP consistent and with the NEP or MYOA or its equivalent document, the proposed corporate budget or executive budget in accordance with Section 7.6 of this IRR on procurement activity short of award. Completeness of the bidding documents and their adherence to relevant general procurement guidelines. Completion of the detailed engineering according to the prescribed standards in the case of infrastructure projects. And review, modify, and agree on the criteria for eligibility, screening, evaluation, and post-qualification. Review and adopt the procurement schedule, including deadlines and timeframes for the different activities. For project number 1, 25 CJ 00 25 CJ 0087. Access road leading to Dueg Ecotourism Nature's Park, Barangay Maasin, San Clemente, Tarlac. Its ABC is 44,100,000. Next, 25 CJ 0088, construction of multipurpose building covered court, Barangay Poblacion Norte, San Clemente, Tarlac. Its ABC is 6,930,000. Next. Construction, 25 CJ 0089. Construction of bank protection structure along Tarlac River Control Right Dike, San Nicolas to Santa Cruz section, segment 10, Tarlac City. Ito na lang basahin. Its ABC is 96,500,000. Okay, next project number 4, 25 CJ 0090. Construction of multipurpose building, 2-story, 4-classroom building, Santa Maria Elementary School, Barangay Santa Maria, San Manuel, Tarlac. Its ABC is 15,840,000. Okay, next. 25 CJ 0091. Construction of multipurpose building, Daycare Center, Barangay Bilad, Camiling, Tarlac. Its ABC is 5,940,000. Next, 25 CJ 0092. Construction of bank protection structure along Tarlac River Control Right Dike, San Nicolas to Santa Cruz section, segment 11, Tarlac City. Its ABC is 48,250,000. Next, 25 CJ 0093. Rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, Manila North Road, KO122 plus 887, KO123 plus 260, Tarlac City. Its ABC is 13,518,120. Next, 25 CJ 0094. Construction of multipurpose building, Health Center, Barangay Matapitap, Gerona, Tarlac. Its ABC is 4,950,000. Next, last, 25 CJ 0095. Construction of flood control structure along Tarlac River, O'Donnell River Control, Balanti, Armenia section, segment 27, Tarlac City. Its ABC is 96,500,000. So, Engineer Christian, kumpleto na yung mga documents nito.
Yes, sir. Kumpleto na po. For final checking na lang, sir. Ready na po for advertisement tomorrow.
Kailan ang ITB?
Bukas po, sir.
Bukas.
Yes po.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you po.
Any questions? Hearing none, so that ends our pre-procurement conference. We now go to the private conference. Project number 1, 25 CJ 0054. Our guest speaker will be Angelica May Ramat. Please come over and give us some details for the project.
Good morning, everyone. I am Engineer Angelica-Ramat, presenting to you contract ID 25CJ0054 with contract name construction of multipurpose building covered court Barangay Sinense and Tarlac. The scope of works are as follows. Complete construction of covered court and stage with a court dimension of 28 by 16 meters and a stage dimension of 14 meters by 4.15 meters.
Any questions from the comment box? Okay, so thank you, Engineer Angelica. Next project, 25 CJ 0055. May we call on Engineer Elmo Bernardo?
Good morning. For 25 CJ 0055, construction of Paniqui drainage system, phase 3, Paniqui Tarlac. Location, Paniqui Tarlac. The scope of work is 316 linear meter target along Paniqui Poblacion Road. Rehabilitation of concrete line canal with paver blocks, curb and gutter at right side with an average height of 1.7 meter and 0.2 thick concrete sidewalk with paver blocks left side. Construction of structured wall pipe, high density polyethylene pipe with a diameter of 2.1 meter along carriageway and a diameter of 1.0 as cross drain at every 50 meters. Rehabilitation of 4-lane pavement with a total width of 14.6 and a thickness of 0.38 meters. Application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white, and a duration of 232 calendar days.
Any questions? Okay, so thank you, Engineer Elmo. Next project, 25 CJ 0056. May we call on Jasper Ryan Silvestre?
For contract ID number 25CJ0056 with a contract title of Construction of Road Barangay Mabini to Barangay San Agustin, Gerona, Tarlac. The project is a construction of Barangay Road at Barangay Mabini to Barangay San Agustin. The project has a net length of 352 linear meter or 0.704 lane kilometer. The project consists of the following items: clearing and grabbing, individual removal of trees, unsuitable excavation, structure excavation, embankment, subgrade preparation. The PCCP width is 5 meters and thickness of 0.28 meters, shoulder width of 0.5 meters, a subbase thickness of 0.20 meters throughout the project length. The project also consists of constructing of retaining wall for the purpose of slope protection due to presence of bodies of water. The project has approved budget of 9,900,000 and has a total duration of 91 calendar days.
Any questions? None. So thank you, Engineer Jasper. Next project for 25 CJ 0057. May we call on Engineer Saldi to come over here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Zaldi Olivares of Planning and Design Section. This is introduced contract ID 25CJ0057 with contract name of construction of flood control structure along Inirangan River, segment 25, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a target length of 472 linear meters, project duration of 244 calendar days, and the approved budget of the contract of 96,500,000. The scope of works comprises earthworks, clearing and grubbing, excavation and embankment, banks and slope protection works. The length of steel sheet pile to be used after the concrete cover is chipped is 9 meters.
Any questions? Meron ka pa? Okay, you may now proceed.
The contract ID 25CJ0059 with the contract name of construction of flood control structure along Inirangan River, segment 29, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a target length of 236 linear meters, project duration of 181 calendar days, the approved budget for the contract of 48,250,000. The scope of works comprises earthwork, clearing and grubbing, excavation and embankment, bank and slope protection works. The length of steel sheet pile to be used after the concrete cover is chipped is 9 meters.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Engineer Saldi. Next project, 25CJ0058. May we call on Engineer Lorraine Granil.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Engineer Lorraine Granil, presenting to you Contract ID 25CJ0058, Contract Name Construction of Multipurpose Building Senior Citizens Hall, Barangay San Vicente, San Manuel, Tarlac. Scope of works, complete construction of one-story Senior Citizens Hall from structural to architectural finishes with a dimension of 12 meters by 8 meters and no demolition.
Any questions? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, Engineer Lorraine. Next project, 25CJ0060. May we call on Engineer Ernest Daniel Mamanta.
Good morning, everyone. For contract ID number 25CJ0060 with the contract title of Construction of Road, Barangay San Francisco, Victoria, Tarlac. It has a net length of 677 linear meters or 1.354 lane kilometers. Scope of works include construction of concrete road with pavement width of 5 meters and a thickness of 0.28 meters, shoulder width of 0.5 meters. Other scope of works include clearing and grubbing, removal of trees, unsuitable excavation, embankment, subgrade preparation, and construction of 610 millimeters diameter reinforced concrete pipe culvert.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Engineer Ernest. Next project, 25CJ0061. May we call on Engineer Elicia to give some details.
Good morning, everyone. For the contract ID 25CJ0061, construction of flood control structure along Susubayan Creek, segment 31, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a net length of 410 linear meters with a total project duration of 244 calendar days. and approved budget for the contract amounting to 96,500,000. The scope of work of this flood control project are as follows: surface courses with a 0.95 meter thick of Portland cement concrete pavement having a width of 6.1 meter. Earthwork with aggregate subbase course having a thickness of 200 millimeters and a bank and slope protection works. The length of steel sheet pile to be used is 9 meters. The location of the said project is located within the vicinity of Pansi Ramos Tarlac as shown in the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, any questions? And okay, thank you, Engineer Alicia. Next project, 25CJ0062. May we call on Engineer Jomer G. Miliado. One of the son of the also idol.
Good morning to all of us. I'm Jomer Miliado from Planning and Design Section. For the next project, with a contract ID number 25CJ0062, with a contract name Construction of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Rizal, Tarlac. Scope of works are as follows: complete construction of new two-story Barangay Hall with a dimension of 14.5 meters by 7.6 meters. No demolition and removal of obstruction needed, and with the elevation of 0.6 meters. Thank you.
Any questions? So, thank you, Engineer Jomer. So, that ends our private conference. Our resource speakers have discussed the scope of work and project description of each project. If in case there will be an amendment notice of resumption for the scheduled procurement activities, a supplemental bulletin will be posted. That ends our private conference. Thank you. We now go back to the last activity, the opening of bids. These projects were advertised and posted on DPWH website, PhilJeps, and posted on the bulletin board of DPWH Tarlac First DEO. This proceeding is guided by the rules and procedures of RA 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act, and other relevant issuances of GPPB and the DPWH. Thus, the bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding. In opening of the technical and financial envelopes, non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 shall be strictly followed. Further, notwithstanding the result of the electronic eligibility, a prospective bidder or bidders may be rated non-complying due to the absence of required documents during the preliminary evaluation of bids based on the checklist provided for both technical and financial requirement. Now, since evaluation of bidders' eligibility requirement is processed electronically through civil works application, for bidders will be found ineligible in the e-process, the BAC will check and manually evaluate their eligibility documents and may consider them eligible if the required or updated documents were included in their technical component. The BAC will then request to the procurement service the updating of bidders' documents in the Civil Works Registry and reprocess the eligibility check in the CWA. Let it be noted, and BAC Secretariat put it on the record, that in case of discrepancies between the findings of the BAC and the result on the e-process, the latter shall prevail. At this point, let me go to the reading of the projects to be bid out today. For project number 1, CJ 0001, construction of multipurpose building, daycare, Barangay Batang-Batang, Victoria, Tarlac. Its ABC is 4,950,000. We have 2 bidders. Required bid security is in the form of surety bond 247,500. In the form of bank guarantee is 99,000. Project number 2, 25 CJ 0002, construction of flood control structures along Bayating River segment 25, Camiling, Tarlac. Its ABC is 49 million. We have 2 bidders. The required bid security in the form of surety bond 2,450,000, and in the form of bank guarantees 980,000. Next, 25 CJ 0003, Preventive Maintenance, Manila North Road, K0141 plus 675, K0141 plus 965. Its ABC is 26,059,180. So we have 2 bidders, and the required bid security in the form of surety bond 1,302,959. Bank guarantee 521,183.6. Next. 24 CJ 0004, retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, Tagumbao. Bridge B05154 LZ along Santa Ignacia-Gerona-Pura-Guimba Rd. Its ABC is 3,860,000. Required bid security in the form of surety bond 193,000. Bank guarantee 77,200. Next. 25 CJ 0005, road widening San Miguel Cadre Road. K0119 plus 7082, K0120 plus 064. We have 2 bidders. Its ABC is 17,865,400. Required bid security in the form of surety bond 893,270. Bank guarantee 357,308. Next, 25 CJ 0006, construction of flood control structure along Baka River, segment 13, Paniqui, Tarlac. We have 3 bidders. Its ABC is 49,500,000. Required bid security in the form of surety bond 2,475,000. Bank guarantee is 990,000. Next. 25 CJ 0007, construction of multipurpose building, health center, Barangay Sapang, Maragul, Tarlac City. Its ABC is 4,950,000. Required bid security in the form of surety bond 247,500. Bank guarantee is 99,000. Next. 25 CJ 0008, preventive maintenance, Romulo Highway, K0126 plus 764, K0127 plus 459, K0127 plus 625, K0127 plus 711. Its ABC is 51,521,350. The required bid security in the form of surety bond 2,576,067.5. And its bank guarantee is 1,030,427. Next. 25 CJ 0009, construction of multipurpose building, Senior Citizens Building, Barangay Villa Aglipay, San Jose, Tarlac. Its ABC is 4,950,000. The required bid security in the form of surety bond, 247,500. Its bank guarantee is 99,000. Next, last 25 CJ 0010, construction of flood control structure along Bayating River, segment 5, Camiling, Tarlac. Its ABC is 96,500,000. The required bid security in the form of surety bond, 4,825,000. And its bank guarantee is 1,930,000. We will waive the reading of the required bid security in as much as all the bidders have submitted bid securing declaration as their form of bid security, and these are accepted. Wala pa.
DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko.
We have received the result of the electronic eligibility. All bidders were found eligible.
matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH
We go now to the technical envelope for project number 1. Presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bids. Were found complying. You may now open the financial envelope. For project number 2, presence and absence of the required documents, the two bidders were found complying. You may now open the financial envelope. For project number 3, presence and absence of the required documents, the two bidders were found complying. You may now open the financial envelope. For project number 9, presence and absence of the required documents, the two bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope. Nine. Yan. For project number 7, presence and absence of the required documents, the two bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope. For project number 8, presence and absence of the required documents, the 3 bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope. For project number 4, presence and absence of the required documents, the loan bidder is found complying. You may now open its financial envelope. For project number 6, presence and absence of the required documents, the 3 bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope. Okay. For project number 5, presence and absence of the required documents, the 2 bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope. Winnie. Apat lang. For project number 10, presence and absence of the required documents, the 4 bidders were found complying. You may now open their financial envelope.
DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, tapat at marunong Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan. Serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, taas noong naglilingko. DPWH, buong pusong naglilingko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglingkuran ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan. Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan. Serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, taas noong naglilingko. DPWH, buong pusong naglilingko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglingkuran ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan. Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan. Serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Budhi ang sandigan laging DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, taas noon naglilingkod. DPWH, buong pusong naglilingkod. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglinturan ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan. Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Budhi ang sandigan laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan. Serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at Marangal, taas noon naglilingkod. DPWH, buong pusong naglilingkod. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglinturan ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan. Tunay na yaman gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways matibay ang samahan. Budhi ang sandigan laging maninindigan.
Let us now go to the financial component for project number 1. Presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bid. For Zion built 4,898,038.04. For Saint Benezet Construction, its bid is 4,919,248.18. So all bids are below ABC. For project number 2, presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bids. For RD8 builders, 47,520,526.62. For BKC2 construction, its bid is 48,028,574.30. All bids are below ABC. For project number 3, presence and absence of the required documents, the two bidders were found complying with their bids. For LAM Asia, 25,407,281.45. AC Sullivan, 25,458,000. Oh, sorry. 25. For LAM Asia, it's 25,407,281.95. For AC Sullivan, we have 25,450,233.16. All bids are below ABC. Project number 4, presence and absence of the required documents. The loan bidder is found complying with its bid. 3,819,855.85. Its bid is below ABC. Project number 5, presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bids. For Himulico Construction, 17,436,193.49. For Saint Benezet Construction Corporation, its bid is 17,470,717.82. All bids are below ABC. Project number 6, presence and absence of the required documents. The three bidders were found complying with their bids. For Great Pacific Builders, we have 49,007,540.41. For LAM Asia Builders, we have 47,940,990. 47,990,623.46. BKC2, its bid is 48,588,578.79. All bids are below ABC. Wala akong pera. Sige. Meron nga yun. For project number Project number 7. Presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bids. For BKC2, 4,897,953.70. 897.95. Saint Benezet Construction, its bid is 4,920,186.72. Dito muna to. Project number 8. Presence and absence of the required documents. The two bidders were found complying with their bids. For Royal Crown Monarch Construction, its bid is 50,234,116.97. Northern Builders, 50,322,485.58. For Big Berta Construction, its bid is 50,340,327.45. All bids are below ABC. For project number 9, we have 3 bidders. Presence and absence of the required documents. The 3 bidders were found. Two bidders were found complying with their bids. For Saint Benezet Construction, its bid is 4,949,949.68. For Slam Jam, its bid is 4,923,759.20. All bids are below ABC. So, for last project, presence and absence of the required documents, the 3 bidders were found complying with their bids. For JRC Construction, its bid is 93,596,897.31. 93. JC, 93 million. 596,897.31. Okay. For Person Construction, its bid is 93,585,787.35. Big Berta Construction, its bid is 94,685,481.58. Elite General Contractor and Development Corporation. Its bid is 95 million 535,780.47. All bids are below ABC. That ends our opening of bids. Each project starting from the lowest calculated bid shall undergo post-qualification to determine its responsiveness to all the requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents. Any question, clarification? Hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.